So this crypto project had two coins that both rocketed 30x in the past few months, but unfortunately it was not on my radar at all. Its name is Theta Network, and it has both the Theta coin and the TFUEL coin both associated with it. So after I saw how some people on Twitter were new millionaires because they invested in this project early, it really piqued my curiosity and I had to take a closer look. So I did a lot of research and I want to do something a little bit different for this video. It's not going to be a boring old review about Theta. No, what I want to do here is put on my detective hat and see if we can find the reasons why Theta popped off so much so that we can look for similar opportunities in the crypto space that still have room for these massive gains. Does that sound interesting to you? If so, strap in my friend because it's time for the deep dive. Welcome back to BFB, I'm your host Kevin, and in this channel we're all about that deep research and honest opinions to help you get that long-term edge in the crypto space. While you're watching this video, if you find it helpful at all, then please just smash that like button because that one quick click would help me out immensely. Alright, so here's the game plan. Let's do a quick review about Theta Network just to get you caught up to speed, and then we'll take a look at the 6 different reasons that I found that could explain Theta's meteoric rise. And then we'll wrap it all up with talking about some strategy about how we can spot future projects like Theta based on everything we've learned. So what is Theta Network in a nutshell? Well, they are a blockchain-based video delivery network focused on high-quality video streaming. And they accomplish this in a peer-to-peer way with people sharing resources and bandwidth. If that sounded like a confusing word salad to you, don't worry. What you gotta know is this. Theta wants to provide a better experience than your traditional centralized streaming services out there by focusing on bandwidth, speed, and an overall higher quality of experience. They also have big-time advisors from both the founders of YouTube and Twitch, so this is especially relevant to what they're building. Now, Theta used to be an Ethereum token, but then they moved onto their own blockchain, which launched in mid-2019. They have various nodes operating their network, and some notable enterprises that run Validator nodes are like Google, Sony, Binance, and a lot of other ones. Their blockchain also has this dual token approach, which really reminds me of Neo and Gas, if you remember from back in the day, right? TFUEL is like Gas, which powers all the transactions on the blockchain network. More specifically, relayers, which help distribute the video streams, get rewarded in terms of TFUEL. Now that we understand Theta on a high level, let's dig into some of the reasons that could explain Theta's meteoric rise. The first reason is that they announced a partnership with major film studio Lionsgate in February of 2021. Now, if you haven't heard of Lionsgate before, they are the studio behind Hunger Games, Twilight, John Wick, and countless other famous movies that we've watched before. The deal here is that we'll be able to watch Lionsgate films directly on the Theta platform, Theta TV. You can kind of imagine why this partnership makes investors so bullish on Theta, because Lionsgate is a famous player in the entertainment and media industry. And they aren't the only partners on board either. Theta already has NASA and World Series of Poker streaming content live on their platform. Now, the second reason that could explain Theta's meteoric increase is because Sony has decided to join Theta's Enterprise Validator program. This is actually the European subsidiary of Sony, and they announced in early March that they were going to run and operate a node on the Theta network. They are joining other big firms like Samsung and Google, which brings us to 14 total enterprise validators. It's always bullish when huge firms and companies work with these relatively early decentralized startups who are building an innovative and new solution. The third reason is because Theta has been improving their own blockchain network rapidly. They recently had a successful hard fork in early March that was just some performance improvements, but what also came out of that is that they announced a larger Mainnet version 3 to come out sometime in spring of 2021. This specifically includes some huge additions to TFUEL's ability and utility, like you can stake TFUEL to earn more rewards, and they also are adding a burning mechanism to TFUEL used throughout the network. Version 3 got people hyped about the future capabilities and made people gobble up more Theta and TFUEL. The fourth reason is that Theta has launched a lot more apps that their users have been clamoring for, like the Theta Swap DEX that allows users to more easily swap their Theta network tokens or TFUEL for other tokens, or their Theta Token Minter that lets you easily mint your own tokens on the Theta network. The team understands that DeFi and NFTs are super hot right now, so they're focusing a little bit more of their resources and attention in that direction and adding more of these capabilities onto their own blockchain network. I mean, let's be real, any major project that adds DeFi or NFTs is going to generate major hype right now, regardless of whether or not it makes sense. But one of the projects in the crypto space that makes a lot of sense in the DeFi space is called Fusion, also our sponsors for this video. They've been building since 2017 and working hard to create an interoperable world for all the various blockchains out there and their siloed DeFi apps. They already have a cross-chain DEX that's live and operational called AnySwap, and a decentralized personal banking app called Change that's pre-launch, but it already has almost 1 million people signed up on their waiting list. All of these and other apps run on top of the Fusion network, which offers some really unique features like time lock, which enables time-based transactions on the blockchain, and I haven't heard of this anywhere else before. All of this is powered by their FSN token, which is already tradable on big exchanges like OKX, Bittrex, and Binance DEX. It's really flying under the radar right now with roughly a $75 million market cap. If you're curious and want to check them out more, just click on my link down in the description below. Okay, so the fifth reason why Theta might have rocketed is that they recently listed on another major exchange, Crypto.com. This did a few things for them. This got them a lot more exposure and attention, but also just gave them access to a larger pool of investors, which increased their overall liquidity and trading volume. All of this definitely helps add fuel to the fire when they started on the rise. Last but not least, number 6 is price action just showed that Theta and TFUEL were ready for their breakout. With full disclosure, I'm more of a fundamentals guy than a charting guy, if you couldn't tell. But if we just take a high-level look at Theta's price action for the past few years, it had been ranging in an accumulation zone for over a year. And then as the bull market started to heat up, Theta's daily trading volume would grow from 7 figures to 8 figures and maintain that level. So with Theta's price slowly increasing, along with volume growing steadily, this made Theta prime for a strong move when it was finally ready to break out. This price action was also the case for TFUEL, which has a chart that looks very similar to Theta. Alright, so phew, those were the 6 factors I found that likely contributed to Theta's rocket ship. But what can we take away from these to use in our own investment strategy? Especially when we go digging for other coins and other gems out there that can give us 30 to 50x returns. Here are some bullish clues that I'd be looking for. First, I just want the project to have a legit use case and be tackling a large thorny problem. It would be also great if they have a narrative or story that the retail masses can cling onto. Second is that they have to have a track record for rapid innovation and launching new features that can actually get them adoption. It shouldn't take them years and years to roll out features, and they shouldn't be announcing an announcement just to generate baseless hype to pump up the token price. Justin Sun. Third is that they should have existing big name partnerships, or the team should have the pedigree or connections to get them those in the future. Partners are important to help drive adoption, but also just increase legitimacy in the eyes of the public. Fourth, they should have great organic interest like media companies covering them or just individual investors buzzing about them on Twitter, YouTube, or Reddit, because organic buzz is really important to help projects break out relative to their peers. Lastly, fifth is just that their charts should look healthy, right? Ideally, they should have been accumulating for a while and have steady and increasing volume so that it can support a strong move to the upside. If you're looking for these huge 30 to 50x moves, then we also should be targeting projects in the right market cap range. So for example, in the 500 million or less range, or else it doesn't have as much room to run. The more of these characteristics a project has, the better. But even if they don't have all of them, it doesn't mean that they can't rocket. Do you know any that fit the bill about what we just chatted about? If so, please let us know down in the comments below because I want to buy some. In terms of Theta and TFUEL, I think most of their massive price appreciation is behind them for now. But as long as they find true adoption and get more and more viewers and streamers on their platform, I think they remain a really promising project to invest in and follow for the long term. And who knows, maybe one day they'll be able to stand toe-to-toe with their top competitors, YouTube and Twitch. And if that's the case, I can definitely see them grab a top 5 overall spot in terms of crypto market cap. Let me know what you think about Theta down in the comments below though. And while you're there, please smash that like button because that would be so amazing of you to do so. I'm Kevin from BFB. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and I'll catch you on the next one.